Now that we are familiar with the type of spacing we are looking for, let's take a look at what we can remove, reduce, or replace. Starting near your home and within the first 30 feet, within this area we need to remove all dead trees and shrubs. This includes everything on the ground as well as anything that may still be standing. Remember that falling large trees can be extremely dangerous. Large dead standing trees can be especially dangerous as they are much more difficult to cut down. If you are not experienced in falling procedures, you should consider hiring a professional to come and remove any standing trees. Remember, simply cutting this vegetation down is not enough. Allowing this brush and dead fuel to pile up near your home will only add to your risk. All dead material must be removed from at least 30 feet of your home. Once you have removed all the dead material away from your home, you can begin reducing. Reducing is best accomplished by thinning or clumping, as well as removing ladder fuels. Thinning is the process of removing selected trees and leaving others. By removing selected trees, you can greatly reduce the probability of fire spreading from one tree to another. Thinning also helps to create a healthier environment for more fire-resistant trees to grow. For smaller trees or shrubs, you may choose to use a clumping method. In this process, you will leave small groups or clumps of vegetation while clearing the area around it. Remember, the ideal clearing distance is 2.5 times that height of the trees or shrubs. The amount of thinning you will need to do will depend upon the type and density of trees you have on your property. Once you have achieved proper spacing between your vegetation, you will then need to focus on removing the ladder fuels. A general rule for clearing ladder fuels is 1/3 the height of the tree or 10 feet from ground vegetation. Keep in mind the purpose for clearing ladder fuels is to prevent the fire from spreading from the ground into the trees. The final step in effective vegetation management is to replace the more flammable fuels that we have already removed with more fire-resistant vegetation. This process will take a little bit of research and planning on the part of the homeowner, but it will greatly reduce the wildfire threat around your home as well as add to the overall beauty of your landscape. Creating a home that is prepared for wildfire is an ongoing process. Depending on your property, the initial work can require a fair investment of time and/or resources. The key to successfully keeping your property prepared for wildfire is maintenance. Included within your mid and far areas is what is commonly known as the access zone. The access zone includes all aspects of vehicle accessibility into your home or property. Although you should not rely solely upon fire suppression resources to come and protect your home from an oncoming wildfire, should the opportunity arise, it will be critical that they can find and access your home safely. In order to evaluate your access zone, let's start from a main road leading to your home. Be sure that all roads leading to your home or property are well marked. Street signs should be located at all crossroads. Street signs should be placed in highly visible locations and clear of trees and brush. It is also a good idea to ensure street signs or markers are constructed with non-flammable materials such as metal. Letters on signs should be at least 4 inches in height and made of reflective material so they can be seen in dark, smoky conditions with low visibility. If there is a bridge or culvert that must be crossed, ensure the maximum weight limit for that bridge or culvert is posted. Otherwise, fire personnel may hesitate to drive their heavy equipment across. If possible, try to avoid tight turns or steep slopes in your roads, as larger emergency vehicles may have a difficult time negotiating them. All flammable material should be cleared at least 10 feet on both sides of your driveway. Overhead obstacles such as power lines, gates, or branches should be cleared, allowing for at least a 15-foot vertical clearance. Once again, emergency vehicles may choose to pass by your property if they feel they cannot access it safely. If you have a driveway near or longer than 150 feet, you should have a clear turnaround area suitable for large fire equipment. It is also very important to ensure your home address is clearly visible. The purpose of the access zone is to ensure that firefighters can locate and arrive at your home safely and in a timely manner in the event of a wildfire. With the continuing growth of our wildland communities, local fire agencies cannot provide adequate firefighting resources for all communities and all residents. Although these fire suppression resources will do everything they can to protect you and your property, it is ultimately you, the homeowner, who has to take responsibility to protect and preserve your home in the event of a wildfire.
There are a number of things, simple things, that a homeowner can do to improve the safety of their property, their community, also make the job that the firefighter would have to do a lot easier. And I'm talking about real simple things like limbing up trees around their property to eliminate ladder fuels, removal of some vegetation to break up continuity so the fire isn't going to travel as easy from one point to another. A homeowner needs to have a plan in case that a fire does impact their property. They need to know what to do. There's generally very little time when one of these fires is occurring. There's just about enough time to gather up your few belongings and your family and get out of the way. Your home needs to be signed and marked well so emergency vehicles can find it and take action if need be. Just some real simple things that the homeowner can do, and it makes a really big difference.